days in the beginning where I would spend like 3 a.m. nights working on my prompts.
Wow.
Yeah, and nobody sees the work behind, right? They're like, oh, this is a cool prompt. Like the landing page prompt you saw, that took me at least 25 tries.
Wow.
It's a lot of work.
So I understand you do AI for a living, right? Can you tell me what you do?
Yeah, so my name is Audrey. So I run my own hybrid human AI copywriting consultancy. And no, I did not intend to go into AI when I first started. I started off as a regular copywriting consultancy, and I was doing stuff for startups or even like brands. But when AI came along, I realized that I had to pivot. And a funny story is that my client actually dropped me a message the day ChatGPT was launched, and he said, Audrey, you are going to be replaced. And I was like, how could you say that to me? and me being a new founder, a new consultancy owner, I had to figure out how to pivot, right? So that's when I really started leveraging AI. And I actually started doing so the day ChatGPT launched. So that actually helped me to really accelerate my growth and really build a kind of interesting business model that has both the AI function and the human touch.
That's awesome. So now you're not just not replaced by AI, but you're leveraging AI on a day-to-day basis to drive results for your clients.
Yes.
So AI has become your specialty. So maybe let's get started on talking about your use cases.
So maybe I can share like a landing page thought process or a prompt. What I highly recommend everyone to do is to also have a Notion library or any kind of Airtable or like Google Docs where you put your tried and tested prompts, because you will forget your prompts and you need a way to at least lock them down so you can always revisit your prompts. You can see here that there is a much longer prompt that includes like really specific sections. You're an expert conversion copywriter who specializes in crafting compelling websites that convert, giving AI the role. I need your help to craft a website copy for my company, Close with Copy. Now, in this case, I want to be as specific as possible about what is the context it needs to create my copy for. So I need to tell it the description of my company. We are a hybrid human AI copywriting consultancy specializing in helping startups or marketing teams to scale with speed. We need to talk about the core offer. At that point in time, I was working on bespoke AI frameworks tailored specifically for early stage teams, right? This combines strategy and my experience as a copywriter with your brands and your clients' needs. And what you also need to do is figure out what this means for your clients, what's the time savings, what is the output, what is the cost savings. And then here, what I think you really need to remember is, okay, what makes a great landing page, right? So the problem with most people is that they would tell AI, hey, can you write a landing page for me? But what they're missing is telling AI, hey, these are my audience insights that I have actually uncovered. Now, with these audience insights, can you write a page for me? It's a small tweak and a small difference, but when you work with a good copywriter, they will always do a lot of research and they will always do a lot of digging, right? So in this case, I am including in my prompt what are some challenges that my audience face. For example, they don't know how to integrate AI. Their clients are asking for more, but their budgets are getting smaller, and the quality of the output isn't consistent. And for them, how are they motivated, right? They want to stay competitive. It's getting super competitive out there. You need to stay ahead. They're looking for potential cost savings, and they also want to provide more value to their clients, right? So if you're able to pull these deep and detailed audience insights, it will be able to inform the final output. So over here, you have your call to action as well. I highly recommend for companies to only consider one call to action. And here you're going to take a look at, okay, now let's structure my output. So you have different sections that I have personally created based on my own research and my own experience working on multiple SaaS landing pages. So I have actually constructed my own flow of what I think would make a good V1 for this specific brand or company. And in this case, I'm saying I want a hero section with a headline, subhead, a call to action. I want a problem section, tapping on my consumers' fears. I want a solution section of why I am a better solution. I want it to talk about the motivations, how it works section, the value proposition section, an about me section, an FAQ section. And you can also include a tone of voice kind of prompt, and you can say that here your tone of voice is warm, professional, it's not salesy, not pushy, you're clear, confident, and compelling. Now take a deep breath. I'm just going to copy this here and I will pop it into ChatGPT today, and let's see if 4.0 does any better. Sometimes I think that 4.0 doesn't do as well as 4 in terms of copywriting.
It's so funny that you have the take a deep breath. Like, is it proven that if you get the AI to take a deep breath and like like be confident it will produce a better result?
Yes, so there is actually a research paper where they studied certain phrases and how it impacted AI. So things like take a deep breath or I will give you a $20 tip actually improved the results of the experiment. So that is also interesting.
AI also needs motivation like humans.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess you can see here that it has given me V1 of it, and then it has a hero section, a problem section, a solution. And you can see here that in this very simple example, it's giving me my different sections. It's giving me how Close with Copy is able to help my clients. It's able to also share like what is my background and what I can do, and then an FAQ section. So yeah, this is a very simple demonstration of like how someone can get started.
Yeah, this is awesome. I think what most people tend to do is just tell the AI, create a landing page for X, and that's it. Like their prompt is probably just at most like 3 or 4 sentences, whereas you actually have a full page that's very thought out and informed by insights that you have collected while working with clients.
Definitely, I think it's really about being able to combine your own thought processes with AI. So even when you're listening to me walk through my prompt or how I would break down, that's actually how I, as a copywriter, would have done it even without AI. So that's just translating your current processes into a prompt.
Yeah. So I think to be a good prompter, you really need to know what you're doing. You need to be a domain expertise at like your craft. Then only then can you transfer that knowledge to the AI.
Absolutely. As you can see, it's not an easy process. Like people think that AI is the solution to everything. But if you really want like super good results, right, you have to be very tactical about how you use it and still put in that work to get the quality output.
Like how many hours a day would you say you're spending just on learning AI?
There were days in the beginning where I would spend like 3 a.m. nights working on my prompts.
Wow.
Yeah, and nobody sees the work behind, right? They're like, oh, this is a cool prompt. Like the landing page prompt you saw, that took me at least 25 tries. It's a lot of work. 25 tries to figure it out, like test the output, and then like realize this doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? How do I streamline it? Yeah, so a lot of testing and experimenting. But I'm also glad that I put in the work because it then gives me this creative way of looking at AI and be like, I'm so familiar with it now. I just know how to prompt it in a very natural way.
Yeah, I think people assume using AI is supposed to be effortless because it makes it look very effortless, but mastering AI is nothing but hard work, just like anything else.
Yes.
Like you're learning a new tool.
It's a new skill set. I would say like prompting is like copywriting. It's a new skill set. You got to pick it up. But once you master the skill set, it will do so much